Fox will be taking that break about an hour into stream. Fuck you for doing that. Guys, I found something. I found my Doritos again. They're a little bit stale by now, but that's because I prefer them that way. We've got snacks. I already had one just now. I have snack timed. I promise. I'm just grabbing everything else I need because I had forgotten to put my phone on the right spot. But where's my miss player?
Take a break was redeemed. Take a break was redeemed. Take a break was redeemed. Take a break was redeemed.
God, fool me like
Take
that.
A break was redeemed.
You can't fool me like that. There's only one redeem, we'll do it an hour in, okay? Also, bird... If Milo's allowed a bunny. Okay! That says enough to me. We're gonna do a fox wheel.
Meow.
Meow. Hold on, we're gonna do the 2 fox wheels real quick because I want to get them out of the way. They block everything. First, buy something nice for yourself that makes you happy. Can be a new plush blanket, anything as long as it's for yourself. And the second wheel is gonna be... yeah, another self-care. Make and eat a small meal of your choice. Best idea by me / chat. No dog food or cat food or other animal foods. That are like specifically labeled as for those animals. Ramen is allowed. Evil, yeah, I know. It's like as well in my other foxes I have to also do the options. No, no dog treats. It feels good to have my model up again after yesterday. I looked at the prices of RAM for what I'm likely gonna need. Milo's gonna do surgery on my laptop to see. But if I want a RAM upgrade, that's gonna be expensive because I was looking at the wrong RAM options. Fox, the worst part is I know that those are actually good. I'm not gonna tell you guys how, I know, but this school's scary. Any school can be fucking scary, Milo. It's okay. I need to pull up my chat on my phone. Inside, there we go. I hate peanut butter ones, though. I don't like peanut butter. So, to me, they're not good. February, I guess. Not in the mood for a walk too much. For once I'm actually awake. I'm glad you're awake, Val. Wait, they're good? Yeah, they are. Kind of the nom dog treats now, though. There's some decent dog treats, and I only know this because of a very peculiar incident that happened for carding. Jelly bean challenge thing. And if you know the guy I want him on about, I'm gonna have to BRB a lot to grab more water. It will suck way to dry. Yeah, the fact that we give that to our pets, like, I've looked at kibble pellets before and gone like, why did I eat this? And around here doesn't work for me. No. Thank you for the hard work. Thank God. I feel like any moment I'm gonna knock out again. Don't do that. Wait, was the hydrate for Val? Oh, I fully committed to my snack time. Also, I haven't said this out loud yet, but we have a new goal. The 10th one is gone. I actually put as a proper goal. This has to do with that one short that I made. I won't elaborate that much more right now. I can't find my object and it's been a frustrating hour-long search. I hope you find it soon. What do you think I haven't drank today? Gotta grab a monster, grab a cup of tea as well. Anyways, how's everyone doing today? I already saw that Fox is depressed, sadly enough. For some reason, Rome works in the UK, not in this school. I guess sometimes that just happens. No tea. Same Fox time. Oh my god, Gucci merch. It's been there for a while. Yeah, but I feel like the reading comprehension in my chat isn't always the best. Okay, but Lily, you're depressed because you can't see your wifey, which I fucking understand. My husband is at work and I had to go onto their laptop because they want to passively point grind. I had to, hold on. I had to view Aurelium in here because they don't want to go and miss any points or any streams. Anyway, the corner of my head is back. Sometimes we're not so much shape. It's for when a person makes no sense, I should clearly mentally say damn. Wait, so when is the fish working? 6. Hi, Agile broke down and became a vegetable because of something with wife. No! Oh my god, Lily, if you need to, you can always DM me, okay? You can always DM me. I hope you're gonna be okay. I hope everything's gonna be okay. I hope she's good. I hope no one died. Oh no, that's evil. Of course, and I'm beginning. The fish is done. Yeah, you guys take each other over. It's regular bit of, what's it called again? Interaction. Anyways, I've got nothing planned for her today. But I did draw something. I put down a little curse for you all. Yeah, you guys like my curse? I'll turn off the wingsies again. It's sad. I love the wingsies in the tail, but like it's better to have them off for half the stream's idea. It has an extra shift for me, though I was allowed to decide to exam. She's a cat brain, is a monster. Oh no! So should tell me how linking OBS to Twitch works. No! Fox is a clinical overworker, and I've not been doing anything except trying to get more workload without doing any of their work. I'm gonna sniff on my nose because I'm still sick. There we go. Okay, Amy, then where is the second episode, for example? Or the third? I sent you both of those files. Yeah, you don't want to get scolded. Keep it that way. Don't worry, Lily. I'll distract you. Hold on. I've got the. Don't press that. I'll distract you with the power of Kevin. By the power of Kevin, I distract you. By the power vested in me by Kevin, I hereby distract you from brain evil. Did it work? I hope the power of Kevin helped. I've looked at Kevin for 3 days already. The power of Kevin compels you! I set the file corrupted on turn and it needed it again. Not anymore. Oh, wait. The file corrupted on tree. I thought you'd gotten it. I'm so sorry. Hold on. We are not going to be able to do that through touching. Well, I said something now. The power of Kevin is about to get the same treatment as Rose's Pokemon. What? What do you mean? Huh? You know what? We're gonna take Kevin off the screen. He's already been drawn. Anyways, I got bored during the starting student for this monstrosity. Have fun with your nightmares, everyone. Have fun with your nightmares. So, Kevin is a pretty bastard. We all know this. Him and his feathered ass are stunning. And I wanted to make an equally stunning companion. And then I drew a very shitty dragon. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna look up a Komodo dragon. Let me see. Let me get some references of Komodo dragons. Shut up with their AI search. I just want to see a Komodo dragon. I'm gonna see which one of these inspires me. I already hate them. Adam small ain't worse. Okay. Song of Merlin and Select Me as his thoughts tease us. Let's see, I want to find a good Komodo dragon. Because I did get, I believe it was Lily actually who told me to just Komodo dragon it. Let's see, can I get a good Komodo dragon reference of a pose that I like? Honestly, I think I'm gonna grab this as a reference alongside. Yep, I got a reptile though, not just Komodo. Yeah, but I had Komodo dragon in my mind, and now I'm, yeah. And let me grab this silly goober. I don't have enough work. You do have enough work. But you know what? Fox, if you want, I can send you both of the parts of the overstimulation stream that was my voice to, and you get to edit that. How about that? It's a say dragon, not enough work. It will at least be something, you fucking workaholic bastard. Now, we're gonna do a study. And then we're gonna see if I can draw a Komodo dragon. So, let's grab a red for now. And the way these studies work is I will trace the rough shapes in the head. Like right now we have this. And then, let's see, this can be divided in those shapes. And then it's just a creature. With the mouth being roughly at the halfway point. And an eye right about there. Yeah, that seems to be correct. But also, holy shit, they got a lot of head ratio. So, now knowing those shapes, we're gonna break them down even further, I think. So, I'm gonna trace this once more before getting it on the different canvas. I should start out with a funky rectangle, like this, roughly. Thank you for Dragon Mommy. It's a bit of a lopsided thing. And this is gonna go real wonky for a little bit. This is how I did Kevin, by the way. This is genuinely how I learned how to draw Kevin. Is continuously breaking it down into shapes. See, we may not have a perfect Komodo dragon at the end of this, but we will have a good enough Komodo dragon. Hold on. Now I need to see his generalized shape. This sock puppet. And then, hold on. Yeah, I can do a tiny slit here. Going over here. His face is not tall enough. We clearly need a hyperfixation stream. Not when I'm not feeling well. Clothes are wet and soaked, but the rain stopped. Sad. I get sitting in the rain. It can be a very interesting sensory experience, but still, please be careful with that. Don't get sick. I feel like I don't have the same amount of divine intervention as God gave me when I drew Kevin. Hold on, let me divide the sock puppet into even more shapes. So I want to start with that. Hold on, we're gonna erase. I'm not scared of making him a bit bigger right now. Yeah, that looks about the same as the basis. Thank you for the lurk. Have fun with Genshin. Divine intervention of the day. I can specifically. Divine intervention of the day. I cast. Fuck you. Tungsten balls. Tungsten titty is actually for you. Hi, Stepper. Sorry. One of my chatters just decided to wage war on me again, so we're having a bit of a wizard battle while I try to figure out how the fuck to draw a Komodo dragon. Thank you for the hydrates. Okay, well then, fuck you. I cast heat metal. Roughly that same curvature is followed though, so hold on. And then... Oh yeah, now I'm starting to get it. I can make a line from here to here, which is where roughly the mouth sits. And then at the top there is the eye. Yeah, now I'm starting to understand how everything's here. Again, I'm having a wizard battle with one person in my chat. I'm learning how to draw a Komodo dragon. We're doing better than yesterday. My voice is a bit more here now. Still not fully, but still. Also, I cast Flame Short Ray Humanity, then Heatwave. No! You know what? Fuck you! Bagpipe lungs! How do you like that? How do you like becoming Scottish? I can't talk. Yeah, but it will affect your breathing. I can already tell that he is not the same. Hold on, let me shrink you down a little bit. Because I don't want to copy what I've done on the other screen. Because that's not how you learn. If I were to copy this over to the other screen, that's not how you learn how to do these things. I'm okay with that. Might actually knock me out for an actual reason. No. I shouldn't one of them minutes at a time. Those are called sweat socks. I caused Curse of Router Failure. I caused Your RAM Dies. I caused fucking Exploding Dishwasher. Okay, where am I fucking up with my sock puppets proportions? I think I can do that. It does look like a very, very interesting little sock puppet right now, holy shit. Or she, because the dragon counterpart's gonna be a she. Ocean, you already blew up today! Don't curse yourself, please. Like, if routers already get paid. No, I'm not cursing myself. I'm cursing Fox. Thank you for the hydrates. I may already have to waddle down to refill my water. I'm crackling my shoulders this time. There we go, shoulders crackled. I feel like his neck's too long comparative to his head. Like, if you compare the actual sock muppet and this thing, his everything's too long. He's out of proportion. I need to do something to this muppet again. Like I was on a rough graph and dirt and bad. Fuck you! Stop it! I think we're getting closer to the anatomy of a sock puppet. We're slowly understanding the anatomy of the sock puppets, chat. So I've got like a body here. And then some real good strong leggies. That I can't see the feetsies of, which doesn't really help. But that's why we've got this other silly goober. Got quite the belly. We're sketching over him like this, by the way, right now, to just get the main roughs out of understanding how this baby works. Look at him! Look at the hecking choker! I'm the mother scissors in chat. You read? Oh, fucking hell. I can't read chat today. Struggling with me words. Okay, is that other leggy visible? Slightly. No, I can't fully tell what's going on, so... I think I could shape my hecking chonker like this. Yeah, and there's the other leggy. Yeah, honestly, this is a good basis for a dragon. Technically, it already happened today. The nature shift originally, I was free. Oh no! I'm gonna move the sock muppet a little bit over. Now, because we are trying to turn this Komodo dragon into a full-fledged dragon, I am gonna change up a tiny bit of the proportions, but not everything. And chat, you'll be seeing me do this for a little bit today. Figure this body out the way. Hold on, what the hell is my shaping over here again? Alright. I'm not good at this with the Komodo dragon, hell. Oh, hold on, I haven't been reading chat, I'm so sorry. I have to observe my colleagues' work for 2 hours to get info to my boss? Oh no. If I got to spend 50k bits in my list chat, I clearly deserve to buy 268 gifted subs here. If you want to do gifted subs, go ahead. I don't have the energy to fight you on this today. Don't go too feral, you know your own limits. You're an adult. As much as I want to advocate for not doing crazy shit, I know that for you that's just a trigger to make the crazy shit even crazier. Your limit is 0, I'm not healed, okay. Listen to your limits. Okay, I may just want to take this. I'm trying to learn how to Komodo dragon, but it's the difference is striking. Am I gonna actually do a proper study today, or am I just gonna be lazy? Etiquette, circus, mystery. I forgot about the wheel again. I want to learn, but at the same time, what the fuck is this? I don't like my sock muppet. Maybe I should just be fine taking him like this. I'm gonna make that eye a little bit better though. This little dumb mouth. I find it funny no one- hold on, what? I find it funny no one questioned Sane when she for the first time when any of us did a lurk last stream. I didn't question the lurk because I saw that you were in Milo's chat as well. No question the fox questioning is scary. You guys get it. Now I think we're just gonna grab l'écriture, copy, and paste. I want to do a study. Do I have the energy for a study today? No. That fox is gone. I'm the safe kind one. Uh-huh. I think we're just gonna yoink them. I think I will genuinely just have environmental shit that obscures the little leggies. I am so not in the mood for a proper study today, holy shit. I am being so much lazier than usual. But I'll do the same workflow I did for Kevin, which requires me to not be lazy. And we are gonna alter the drag Komodo a little bit to actually name more into that dragon. I know they don't have slit pupils like that, but honestly, it's kind of just really cool. Also, just reading the notes. Emmy, we all know what you did. We know. We know what you did, Emmy. Thank you for the hide raids. Thank you for Corb. Yeah, you did a lot today. How much time do I have to take for the take a break again? 15-minute break. Okay. In that case, I'm likely already gonna take the 15-minute break the second that Corb disappears off screen. To fill my water, to quickly also do some tiny bit of dishes, because I didn't get all of those done before stream today. But right now, we're working until that Corb is gone on the better Matilda. Whose name spelling is up in the air as per usual. Thank you for trying, Mommy. See, you needed it. Yeah, I didn't need it. I'm starting soon already, though. I don't know why you did it so early. Let's see, let's continue this Muppet. Her name is not Matilda, her name is Muppet. I've seen the idea, Burr, but I ain't able to do it. Answer evil at the moment. Type it out to me, I'll see if I can help. I can always see if I can help, Val. I really should put the opacity a bit lower so I can actually see what the hell I'm doing. There goes the Corb. So we're gonna take the legally obligated 15-minute break. Typing up the message real quick. Let me see. There, I'll bin it here in a sec. But we're gonna do the 15-minute break. I'll see you guys in 15 minutes, hopefully with more water and a few dishes done.
Milo is a pretty fox princess. The prettiest, most adorable little princess vixen. Precious little fox princess. Itty bitty baby kit. Milo is just too adorable lil kit, the tiniest of adorable princesses.
Chat, is my break over? Is the break over, chat? Am I allowed to return? I think it's over. It's over, isn't it? Let me fix my tracking frail real quick. Oh. I hope we all had a good little break. I hope everyone got some food. Thank you, Val, for what you did during that little break. You know what you did. I won't shout you out for it unless you want me to. No, mommy, I got myself lunch. I hope that everyone in a similar time zone to me also grabbed themselves something to eat. Or at least something to drink. And before anyone asks, yes, chat, I was smart enough to refill my water. I did sit. But I hope everyone had a good little break together. Without me this time, because I was taking my own little break. And some water. There we go. I'm slowly but surely feeling better than I did like last week and such. Because I did get like really sick with my throat. To think all of that happened because of a singular fan pointing at me in my sleep is a bit crazy though. Also, chat, I've been thinking about putting in another magma stream where we all draw together. I would like to get some public opinions on that. On having a art together type of stream. Yeah, spec lag, you know. And then the little pelvis section is gonna come in front, obviously. Guys, I love this brush so much. It's the skill pencil brush on Fire Alpaca, but I love this brush so much. Thank you for the lurk. Gonna hop to the store? No, not to fish. Of course, of course. Even if you did it to go best for the fish, I would understand it, but that fish needs to focus on their job. Have a good time going to the store, though. Also, the line work won't be needed, because this is going to be our semi-line work. And we're like avoiding own work, that's so valid. I am glad that you got free though. I'm glad they called you about that. Now, should I turn this into a fantasy dragon by grabbing references of bat wings and pasting one of those on? Along with some horns, or should I actually just stick to a Komodo dragon? What do y'all think? No call, just chat. And of course the colleague called me dear again. Oh damn! We have ads starting soon, so I'll wait. She is younger, I know. I think I know which colleague you may be on about. Regardless, I am already gonna do this little bit of texturing in here, which is just a scale pattern all over the place. Because this line work will go over the painting that we're gonna be doing here in a minute. with a multiply layer over top of it to have that color burn type of deal. It makes for a really nice and satisfying line work. You need to make the mouth line a bit thicker so it's still gonna stick out. Oh. Yeah, it does appear like we have ads, so I'm gonna wait for a bit with the important decisions. I'm just gonna draw the skills. Each chat? No, don't do that. Don't eat the chat. They're not that delicious. I mean, you guys may be corpse, but again, you guys are just rocks. So... And I don't mean rock candy, by the way, just literally pieces of the moon. Thanks for TTS.
Milo is pretty little princess.
Hey, have you DM'd Milo that yet today? Have you let Milo know that Milo's pretty prince/princess type of deal? Really quickly was teasing someone in DMs to show me a cosplay and I was like, haha, for Pride, right? Teasing my friend a little bit, but I know they're going to the TIDC movie today. They're cosplaying Queenie for it. Really happy for them. I told them a call like an hour ago. That's good, that's good. Are the ads over yet? I don't think so. I'm gonna wait a little bit longer. I'm gonna eat my lunch a little. It's just like beschuit, like the typical Dutch stuff, with some butter and sprinkles, chunky
Best
sprinkles.
Evil and Spoils ending of episode I haven't watched.
No. My friends have already gone spoiled by accidentally seeing the leak. I don't want people to get spoiled. Don't spoil my chat. I have stated that people like if they're too excited about the movie, to the point where they can't mentally like keep from talking about it, that they can come to me. Again, now that the people are back from ads, if you really can't stop yourself from talking about the movie, about the TLDC movie, you're free to go into my DMs and talk about it. I've realized that with everything happening in the fandom and such, I don't mind too many of the spoils anymore. Oh. I don't know, you're a little creature. Sometimes you know stuff. We're gonna be added texturing, like putting in the texture for this already for a little bit. But this is what made Kevin great. This is what gave Kevin greatness. Like this little Komodo dragon is gonna look a lot more complicated thanks to all of that extra line work. It's the work we put in now that's gonna shine in the end. I'll do this top part of the face last, though. Yeah, fair. No. If you do that, I'll genuinely time you out. Be it in the server or the stream chat. Because I know really I'm not gonna get spoiled if it's my specifically my stream Discord, and a whole bunch of people there that wouldn't want to get spoiled. It may be one of my mods, but that doesn't stop me from putting you in a little timeout box. On a server trust, just watch it, you'll get the joke. I'm not gonna watch it during stream. Like, even if it's a joke thing. You know, I don't like to watch little videos on stream. I am gonna try to put in everything I would need for a you laugh, you lose, though. I want to do that at least once. Which is gonna be wild with my VTuber model because very naturally smiley. My model is very naturally smiley, so you laugh, you lose maybe lost faster than I actually think. Or feel like I should lose it for that matter because of the model. I like my lunch. It's very nice today. Thank you for Corval. You've had the video for nearly 4 years for the fucking fair. Thank you for the highlights. You're almost done with your break. You wanna quite know what's up, babe? Your body's in a lot of pain. When you're done with work, I'll make sure to give you like a proper massage session to help you out. Don't you worry, darling, I'll reset your bones. Got to send the entire first part of your shift. I hope that is done after. I mean, I could tell you what we do to remove pain, but no, I know how to fix their pain issue. Yeah, I hope so too for you. Honestly, I really hope so. I'm for sure helping fix your bones when you're home. Anyways, look at my dog. Guys, is to say good dog, is to say certified good dog. Oh, I'm really realizing what games I should do on stream again. Turns bones to jelly. No. Not quite as comfortable as you'd think. But also not quite as uncomfortable as you'd think. Some broke maybe true bones yesterday. Oh my god. Be careful with yourselves. Jesus. To be perfectly honest with you, I'm getting a little bit annoyed at how you treat your injuries, actually. You should be, like, more seriously be taking care of yourself, not treating everything like a joke. I know your standard excuse, but still. Regardless of anything, just take it a bit more seriously. You don't need to, like, even if Sen's the one causing it, you don't have to say it in my chat like it's some sort of flex. Like, oh, look at how many bones my headmate broke. Not funny. I don't find it particularly amusing to hear about how my friend is hurt. Anyway, so we're just gonna be focusing on drawing these scales. They look more like feathers right now, but we'll fix that during the rendering, or not. They're slowly coming together, slowly but surely. Thank you for the hydrate. I'm gonna start doing a little bit of scale lining here. I want to get this part of the body done, I realize, so I'll make this match up with the rest later. We've got a lot of work ahead of us anyway. Also, a reminder chat, we don't have a stream tomorrow because me and Aurelium will be out of market vending. So we will not be live tomorrow, but I'll be seeing if I can be live on Monday. I'm also going to be looking at my stream schedule after today's stream. But either way, I know that I'm likely going to have the chance to stream on the Wednesday. There, that's almost all the scales lining the lower body, or like the belly here. Just gonna get to that tricky little corner here. Anyways, I do hope everyone's doing somewhat okay today. I think that will suffice for the underbelly. Look at my dog, chat. Oh wait, hold on, I've got two things on this part. What do people want from me? One of my friends is just telling me about how they're excited for something. I'm glad. I'm glad for my friends. Hi, Wizard! How are you doing today? We're drawing a dog, I mean dragon. Look at my dog! I'm making a matching piece for the phoenix I drew for our school assignment. Doggy! With pets. This one would love pets. Now, this is gonna be the quote-unquote dragon because it's a Komodo dragon. That is gonna be matching with Kevin the Phoenix. And Kevin the Phoenix himself is just an orange and red and yellow, like fiery colored peacock. Would pet the bird too. Mirror! Yippee! Hip hats! Thank you! Anyways, how are you doing today, Wizard? How is the magical orb casting? By the way, we're drawing, like, hand doodling all of these skills on. Because this is detail that you will be seeing at the end piece, and it helps so much. Wait, hold on. For the people unfamiliar with Kevin, look at my boy! Look at Kevin! This is Kevin! I worked on him for 3 days. Well, actually more like 2 days, and the third day I just kind of stared at him, but still, look at Kevin! Kevin! Sorry, I'm super proud of Kevin. I have no idea how I'm gonna make this match up to Kevin, honestly. I don't think anything can match Kevin and his brilliance. Kevin's just that good. Also, I just realized I've had the anti-aliasing off. And actually, I think I slightly prefer that. I like the slightly crunchy look of this texture right now. Because otherwise it'd be too soft. And Kevin is already very soft, so I need to make Mathilda, which is gonna be her name. I need to make Mathilda, like, very more, like, harsh, I say. I think amazing, got viewer rated yesterday. Apparently I gave my business card to a YouTuber with 2.5 mil subs on main and 2K on second account, and he talked to me about a full minute on all. Jesus fuck! Congratulations! Holy shit, Wizard! Nice! Making them good connections on accidents. We love to see it, we love to see it. Suddenly got 50 new followers. Oh, that is amazing. You know, that's actually great. I'm so proud of you and happy for you, of course. All I want is to finish this dog. I'm now tied with you at 242. Damn. You know, I'm hoping I can, I'm hoping my chat and everything pulls true, like everyone pulls true, that we hit the year goal of 250, like, before the end of June. Secretly, that'd just be insane. But I'm not sure how high my hopes are. And how you did things? What did you do, Cindy? Should you check the group's Discord? Of course, I'll check here in a minute. Now, I'm hoping my community pulls true, though, because hitting the 250, which is my year goal, would be kind of both funny and insane to hit in June. Also, I'd love to play Reboot tomorrow if you're available. My D&D session doesn't take too long. Issue, I have a market that I'm going to be standing at tomorrow, so at least, I think either 5 or 6 that it ends, and then we still have to take down. So I don't have time tomorrow, but if you send me a cheeky little friend request on Discord, send me a little friend request on Discord, we can talk collabs and stuff, because I'm a very busy person. I'm a very busy bird. I'm part of a, art business, I guess I should name it, with me and my partner, Sky and Sea Creations, where we saw fan merch and our own merch, and of course, Kevin. I still need to print out Kevin for tomorrow, but I'll be fine. I'm gonna do that in the morning, before the market opens. I hope. And otherwise, Kevin's just gonna be one of those mystical things you just order from me online. But, I run that. Of course, I have my streaming. I have videos I'm gonna be trying to make now that my voice is recovering. I'm a very busy bird. But it's good to see you in here. I'd love to collab with you, mate. You seem like a very lovely person. I mean, for fuck's sake, you've got Wizard in your name. I'm just gonna have to figure out how these skills would flow around his arms now, actually. Ooh. Oh, that's gonna be a challenge. Thank you for Hydrite. How would the skills flow around his arm, I think? I think like that should work. Also, Wizard, we have the custom little badge drops on my channel right now. I am very curious, because I've barely seen you pop in, but I'm very curious if you're getting close to getting one of them. And by one of them, I mean the free watch time one, because I refuse to put only a paid one. Thank you for the coin flip. It did land on tails. Try to be careful with yourself. I know that you tend to take tails as a go-ahead, but remember my speech from earlier towards you, Fox. Why is Val coin flipping? No! I'm glad Milo isn't here. Triple Fox trip would be scary. Are you? I've accepted your friend request, by the way, Wizard. Get a cheeky little wave from me. My little wave emote as well. There you go. Of course, I'm not gonna be responsive to you right now on Discord, because I am drawing. This needs to be finished before tomorrow if I want to do my cheeky little idea. But I will definitely like chat with you after streamings today, when possible. Because you seem like a very lovely person. I'd love to collab with you and stuff. Okay, got it. Ideas allowed. What are you planning? Can't believe Lady doesn't talk to me personally. So sad. Shut up! Cynic, you want me to talk into your DMs? You want me to come and bring the chaos? I purposefully leave you alone because we're both Dutch. But if you really want me to send you shit, hold on. Let me just... There, I've sent you a DM. Are you happy, Cinny? That's good. I'll be playing a different game with friends now, but I'll lurk. Thank you, Wizard. Have fun playing that game. And enjoy what I just DM'd you, Cinny. I hope you enjoy what I just DM'd you. I see that ping. What did you... you just screamed at it being like it's perfect. Okay, you regret nothing? Damn. Usually my way of drawing smiley faces like that scares people off, but I'm glad to know you're just as much of a freak as me. Why so many coin flips? What's going on? Why are we coin flipping this intensely? Why are we doing the intense coin flip of Hatsune Miku right now in my chat? Okay, figure out that skill flow. Thank you for the lurk, Fox. I hope you're gonna be okay. Oh no, I see those eyes. Hold on, does this look good? The skill flow. I see that you're mocking up the site for stuff. Thank you, Cinny. Thank you, Cinnamon. Cinnamon. You know what? Fuck you. I'm gonna... Hold on. I'm gonna... On Discord, add the friend nickname for you, and it's just gonna be Cinnamon. Come on. But I'm gonna replace the... I would... I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you a DM of... Oh wait, I can't do that while streamer mode's enabled. Never mind, never mind. I'll have to wait. I should watch you from the side instead of Twitch? No, that's gonna pull another viewer away, you can't. You know that I want to make it a partner, and sadly for that, viewership is required. Also, I think you're real because you complained so much. No accounts. Oh, damn. And good job on changing the IRL because I didn't want you to dox yourself with that. I complained so much because you were giving yourself a full fucking dox, sir. God forbid I want my fucking friends to take care of their privacy. It's not doxing if it's public information. Cynic! I don't want you to accidentally leak your name and, like, get in trouble, okay? I know that you're also a game dev, game art type of deal, but still, it's better to be careful, okay? It's not something I can avoid given the industry I work in, that's true. I just know for the games I'll be making myself with my friends, I won't be putting my legal name on there. I'll be keeping everything under my pen name and stuff, and my VTuber name. Because, of course, I do have a pen name that is different from my VTuber name, which is pretty decently known by my community now. Fair, but if I'm going to be working for a studio, it'll be on the payroll publicly. That is true. I'm going to eat my biscocho. I chose probably the crunchiest thing I could eat for lunch. Thank you for the hydrate and the unlurk. What the hell did you do? Did you eat a fish? Why do I feel like you eat a fish? Okay, thanks for the call out of my yawning. I didn't even intend for that. I just thought it'd be cute. Damn. No, I didn't go to that store. Okay. Also, I see I made a mistake. Hold on. It's a space crow, not space corp. What the fuck? No. Can't let that slide. Can't let that slide. Hold on. Have to fix that right the fuck now. I am fixing both of them. How the fuck did this slide past me? Was it the autocorrect that did that to me? There we go, fixed it. I fixed it. Next time lurk or unlurk gets used, it will be fixed. Ah. Have fun bullying your colleague. Colleague. How long have I spent on just doing these skills? Because I feel like it's been a long time. I do have like 3.5 hour stream slots a day. Oh, by the way, Val, do you have the special badge yet for view time? Like for watch time? Or the other one? I feel like you have the other one. I don't see it on your name, so I keep forgetting who has it. And God, your hand is working nicely. Remove support item that. Ooh. Yeah, do that. Take care of yourself. Okay, so you can check by I am assuming you're on a phone. On phone, you could type a message type of deal. You then go to the side, and then you have the 3 dots, identity, and that's how you can see your badges. No, a PC while I'm outside. Did you take your PC outside? Did you take your PC for a walk? Are you taking us for walksies, Val? Are you trying to make your streamer touch grass one way or another? You see badges? You don't know which one to look for? Hold on. Let me grab it. I mean, the free one looks like this. We have the pink tulip. I touched grass and dirt today. I didn't. Okay. Nice. You know, that's the watch time one. And then the one you need to give a singular sub for is this one. But the regular core with the pink tulip is what I consider the canon one. And I guess I'll just, I guess honestly I'm gonna show off what I've planned. If Twitch stops being stubborn, this is the custom badge that's gonna be available during my 2-year affiliate anniversary next month. This is gonna be the free watch time version. Because it's the 2 years of streaming, I kind of want to put it at 2 hours watch time. Either 2 hours watch time or 2 subs, like for the thing. I want to abuse the number 2, but at the same time I don't want to make it too expensive to get this, so... Hell, I maybe even put the requirement of watch time for that thing on an hour. I think that's the smallest amount of watch time I can put. Pardon. But I do hope you enjoyed badges from the drop. I really hope that once this drop is over, it stops being stubborn about letting me put the new one in. Because I would love to have the badge drop put in advance for my affiliate Annie. But for some reason I couldn't put more than one in at a time. You're doing so many skillsies, so many little skills. Go, we're almost getting to that elbow. Still have so much to go to. It's gonna be like a 2-hour stream before I end up doing the value painting, I swear. However, from painting onwards, it goes pretty fast. I've noticed that with myself. Especially now that I know which effects I want to add. It should be going pretty fast, but we have to get through all of these skills first. And again, with value painting, I'm going to make all of these skills have individual highlights, so that may also be a killer. I'm starting to realize that maybe I may not be able to finish Mathilda before tomorrow. I may not be able to finish Mathilda. Oh fuck it, I'm gonna draw someone home. I wanna do something, that's so fair. Just be careful with yourself, okay? Anyways. Just nicely filling this out real quick. And then we get to the lower leg. Or lower arm? Is it a leg or is it an arm? You need to collect some plushies for a little plan. Have fun! I should honestly still sew a little extra thingy onto my Kinger and Queen, like, Kinger and Kane plushies, so I can easily attach them to a belt, but like, cause, how do I say this? When I cosplay Kinger eventually, because I want to make some little changes to my original plan. I want to have my Kinger plushie hanging somewhere on that cape. I want to have my Kinger plushie with me, and I want to have the Kane plushie with me. But I'm not quite sure how I would want them to hang just yet. And link some stuff? I have no idea what you're gonna be doing, but good luck, have fun, I guess. It's just gonna be a long time of skill drawing. I'm so sorry, chat. I'm sorry if this is boring some people. And I'm likely gonna ask for for help. I'm gonna let you have some peace. Okay. No clue what you're gonna be doing, but good luck, girl. I wish you the best of luck. All I know for today on the menu after stream for me is cook, clip, because I already know that I'm going to be clipping some parts of today's stream. Edit those clips, schedule those for on the YouTube Shorts. And I've recently been converted to sadly also be on TikTok. I then proceeded to immediately get shadow banned by fucking TikTok. I literally can't follow anyone. And I'm pretty sure nothing of mine is being pushed to the algorithm when I only joined because someone told me there would be good conversion of viewers on TikTok to Twitch followers. But oh well. Am I still posting on there in hopes that I get unshadow banned by the TikTok police? I hope so, yeah. I'm still gonna be on there. And then for tomorrow I'm gonna have to post the short incredibly early, like the real version of the short on Insta. It's gonna have to either be posted a lot earlier and the short goes up, which I don't prefer doing, or it's gonna be really late in the evening with the potential of me forgetting. And I think I slightly prefer just being early over me potentially forgetting. Okay, that's almost one leg done. Almost at the end. I'm starting to get lazier and lazier with these scales, just W's and V's. But honestly, my rendering is gonna take the job there. Oh, look at that. First leg of my dog done. 3 more in the body and it's still to go. Okay. We're first gonna do the neck, then we're gonna do the other front-facing leg, and then we're gonna do the rest of the body. I do want to keep that tail for last, both because it scares me, but also because I feel like I may have fun with it. So yeah, we're gonna wait with some parts. I think I'm gonna go this tiny bit over shoulder here. And also for scales, these little squiggles can give a great illusion of scales. And of course some actual connected ones to fill it out a little bit more. I feel like there's 50 different ways of drawing scales on this thing alone. But oh well. Hopefully when I'm done it won't be that noticeable. And again, fill it out here. I'm now just gonna do quick brush strokes like this because it's taking too long. I want to get the painting. I want to get to painting so badly. So I'm just gonna slide rush it a little, not too much, not to the point it's gonna absolutely ruin me, but just enough to the point where the detail is there, but not as thought out as some of the other parts. I mean, I'm gonna lock in again with the detail on his face. On her face, on their face. This is so monotonous. Thank you for the lurk. Gonna help. Can help in a bit, so I can chat. That's so fair. As you can see, I fixed the fucking message. I can't believe that went that I didn't notice that before. Can't believe it. Next up, by the way, we're gonna do this little leggy, but that's because I want to have it out of the way. It feels towards the front of the body, which we've already done. I know that it's a back leg, but oh well. I just want to get it over with. Also, any other artists in chat that continuously just have their fucking styluses, specifically the tips there of just fucking degrading. Because I swear, mine is degrading so fast. I didn't used to draw this much as I did before the art study, which is wild to think about. Because I was a pretty active artist in some spheres, but I used to draw on my phone. But now that I draw more on my PC again, I swear, my stylus is leaving the fucking building. It's ascending, but not to heaven. To some sort of stylus-related limbo. There we go, that's the front of the body technically done. Now more of it. This leggy, then body, then the final leggy, tail, and the face. I'm definitely not gonna finish doing all of the skills before we hit the 2-hour mark, which pains me a little bit. I've only been able to schedule out 3.5 hours of max or so before I have to end stream. I don't wanna see if I need to push past that somehow. Just to finish Mathilda. At least this little leggy is gonna go incredibly fast. I think I was doing this, but for Kevin off stream. I should have been streaming my working of Kevin, like the arts of Kevin, but I had to be in a school-related call the entire day, so... And now I gotta remember where all of those skills go, like direction-wise. So I've already slightly figured it out. There we go. Just very quick shaping it in. How are you feeling, Mathilda? You feeling fancy yet? I hope Mathilda is feeling very fancy. A very slay, very diva. I should section it off until you have roughly there. Let me actually do that a little bit already. That way I can keep an eye on the shaping a lot easier. Just taking it in sections like this, by the way, chat, for anyone who struggles with it. Taking this stuff in sections and figuring out this flow of something section per section can work really well, and then going back to like resketch or like erase some parts. Honestly, cannot recommend that enough. Because sometimes you just need to resketch something like 50 times or like figure it out in steps. And skills for me, especially dynamic skills like this, is just like I have to figure it out step by step. As you can see, it's a little bit easier now. Not that much easier, but a little bit. Because I'm following that flow, I did something for myself. Now, I don't like how big these skills are comparative to the other ones, but I cannot be asked to draw like tiny skills again. And my end goal is to make this lots less noticeable. I mean, I can do a little bit of this, extra detailing in between. Makes it look a lot smaller already. Need to keep an eye on my line weights too, to be honest. Because I'm not applying like real line weights to anything. But with these skills, if I apply some extra line weight here and there, it's gonna help a lot later with the rendering for me. However, the Mathilda is going to be an absolute monster to render, I can already tell. All of these skills. And again, I didn't do every single individual feather for Kevin either, so... maybe I can get away with generalizing some of the shapes and shadows and highlights and all that good jazz. I hope so, at least. Almost to the belly. I'm gonna put a few here though. A few small skills to break up that big shape. And then it's a bit of ass and leggy time. I'm trying so desperately to make it to the end of the skills before the 2-hour times, like timestamp on the stream. But I don't feel like I'm gonna make it. I should already carry some onto the tail. Little C's time. It's time for the tiny C's to come out. And I carry some onto that tail already just to figure out that final bit of shaping. And make a curve like that, and then I should be good for the tail later, but for now, it's time for the final leggy. So we start from the bottom again. I need to make all of this flow into that point there. Yeah, that does look good. Then we have that top part which is gonna follow this direction. So that's gonna all curve into this point, but it's gonna be a genuine good curve. Hold on. It's gonna roughly follow that curve. And then in between it's all free game as long as it ends nicely there. Little knee. Alright, sorry chat that I'm very silent. I'm actually pretty focused for once, which does mean I'm like getting quiet. I think a lot of people have this. When they get focused, they quiet down. It's just one of those things. I'm just locked in. It is funny though, when I started drawing Kevin, I was listening to an hour of elevator music on one tab, and the other tab had 1 hour of silence, occasionally interrupted by metalpipe.mp4. So we've got an hour of elevator, occasionally interrupted by metalpipe.mp4. I was listening to that for the first fucking hour of working on Kevin, and I think that set the mood for the entire day to be wacky and chaotic and somehow really good. Because at the end of it all, I pumped out Kevin. Let me do some skills down here to remember where they need to flow. Now, after drawing so many skills, my wrist is hurting a little, so if we hit the 2-hour mark, regardless of whether I finish the 5 skills before that or not, we're gonna take a little break. During 2 hours, we will take a small breaky. Probably like a 10-minute break should be good. Or give my wrist a little bit of rest. Slowly but surely getting there with that, with the knee parts. By the way, anyone else in chat drawing right now? I am curious, is anyone else joining me in drawing? Or are we all just like resting up, doing other stuff, gaming, that type of thing? I'm really curious. What is everyone up to? Because I feel like a lot of my chat puts me on as like some flavor of background noise. I feel like I'm currently determined to be background noise again by some people. Which is honestly great. I'm glad I can be y'all's background noise while you play Minecraft or something. Gotta do some reverse filling in because I am getting sick and tired of doing it the same way. Well, look at you, Mathilda. Those bag legs, because of the density, are extremely dark, so I'm gonna have to maybe fix that. Then again, it does already give some natural shading. Or like, at least a feeling that those leggies are a bit further away. Almost towards the end of the final leggy. Again, we're gonna have something obscuring those little feetsies. I don't want to draw them. Okay, that's the final leggy done. Which gives me 4 minutes if I want to be done with all of the skills before the 2-hour time mark to finish the tail end of phase. Fuck it, let's try it. Let's see if it's possible. I'm gonna have to speed doodle him on here. I'm pretty sure I got this. Getting there, getting there. I can't hear my neighbor outside though, so we may hear him chopping wood here in a minute. Which I hate that my mic picks that up, but oh well. One and a half more minutes, or 2.5 more minutes. Okay, is it possible to finish Mathilda's skills in that time? Thank you for Corb! I'm trying to finish the skills before the 2-hour time mark. Thank you for the hydrate. Thank you for sabotaging me.
Minutes later.
Thank you for the sabotages, Val. Joke's on you, I'm gonna procrastinate with that stretch. No! Sabotage myself. No, 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 no. We're gonna take a break after the skills are done, by the way, so that my wrist isn't gonna spontaneously develop carpal tunnel. I got 1.5 minutes left. I'm nearly done with the tail, I just need to do the face after this. Come on. Can I somehow draw faster than I already am? I don't have enough time to make coffee or something else that could give me extra energy. No. I don't want to have taken like a full hour on skills alone. Okay, FaceTime. Not like the thing you do with your friends, but like, it's time to work on her lovely face skills. Gotta make these light and wispy. Yeah, I have 30 seconds left. I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it with 30 seconds left. It was a nice run, but unfortunately no new record for me. Yeah, that's a 2-hour mark! God damn it! I think in total it would have taken me like a minute longer than I had, so oh well. Yeah, so there's the ad break about to start. Hey, chat! The second that ad break starts, we'll go on BRB so you guys don't miss anything. I'll likely be done with the skills by then anyways. But we'll go on that little break, both for the ads and then to give myself some extra rest. It will take about 10 minutes. After that, we'll be back to do all of the painting, hopefully, or like at least the start of the painting. But Matilda has gotten her skills. Matilda has gotten her skills. And I'll put the gray, like, at least 1 dot. I'm waiting to see that the ads have started. I'm waiting to see that message. Yeah, there we go. We will be heading to our BRB screen. Da-da-da. There we go. Tapped at the message. I'll see you all in 10. Please take care of yourselves. And that was our little break. That means we're back. We are going to be working on the painting part of this. By the way, welcome in. And thank you for the lurk. Joking Ping. It's good to see you in here. Enjoy your lurk, enjoy your lurk. Anyways, we're going to be working on the painting. We're going to go to the 3-hour mark, I think. After that, I'm going to be too EPCP to continue working on this. Because I noticed that during my little 10-minute break, I started dozing off. I don't know why I'm this sleepy again. Could be because it's summer and I get sleepier during summer, but oh well. I shall be taking care of myself at least. Also just realized that for coloring I do need to have anti-aliasing on. It was specifically for the crunchy line art, and I wanted it off. But now we're gonna use it to fill in all of the lining we just did, or all sketch lining we did. And after that, it's proper painting time. Right now it's prep for painting. Cause we will be grayscale painting this entire thing. Not for the values, but to determine the colors, because we'll be going over with a gradient tool. And then we're gonna do a second round of hand-painted shading. And then it's texturing and noise after that as well. And I also need a bit of a foreground for Mathilda instead of what I did for Kevin, which was just Kevin in a basic background. Because I need to cover up this part of Mathilda. I think I may do a water pool effect. Like muddy or like very unclear water. There we go, that's Mathilda's little mouth. And all of the little imperfections can stay, by the way. Part of what makes Kevin as great as he is, in my opinion, is some of the imperfections in this piece. I still can't believe that I crunched out most of Kevin in one day, though. I think I was genuinely possessed. Something inspired the greatness that was Kevin in me. Anyways, it's been already a bit of a long one. I see it's 5 PM, at least here in the Netherlands. So for my Dutchies in chat, bon appetit, have a nice dinner. And in case you're one of those later dinner enjoyers just like me, in advance, have a good dinner to my Dutchies in chat. To the people who are an hour ahead, I hope you had a good dinner, / are having a good dinner. And to the British and other people an hour behind, I hope you are having a good tea time. Oh, I need to fix up the color here a little. Yeah, I think I'm gonna draw Mathilda in like murky water. I wanted to do I wanted to play with water effects anyways. I'm already doing that for another art piece that I can't show. At least not yet. But like, I'm working on some fun little water effects and really learning how some things work. I'm enjoying it a lot. Thank you for the hydrate. I appreciate y'all for keeping me well hydrated. And there we go. Fill in that tail spike. Which, after I clean that up, gives us the basis to start painting. Mathilda, you're about to become the slayest creature on my screen for the next couple of weeks. So we're gonna use what is essentially a heart brush, but on a low opacity, which will allow me to get those values in there very nice and slow. Thank you for doing exclamation mark Discord. For those of you not in there yet, it'd be advised to go in there, because we do some pretty cool shits together. Now the reason I want to have this on a really low opacity is because I'm using this to darken everything. And now I can have some real nice midtones as well. We'll do the same but a pure white later. But it's how we build the values. And see, I like this coloration. Like, I like the value that I have here, so I'm gonna push that a little bit further. I am gonna turn the line work black, even though I don't like doing that too much, because it can throw me off, but right now it will help me see what I've done and what I haven't done. Because if I have already done a part, it will blend in more with the line work. So I'll need to keep an eye out for that. I can put that darker. So while we're already gonna do some proper shading on this layer is mostly to determine the colorations as well. And we're likely gonna have to build a custom gradient for Mathilda, because even though there were like two really great options for Kevin that I combined, on the first attempt at making the Ice Dragon Mathilda, I noticed there weren't really a lot of good ones to combine, so we're gonna have to do some customization. I am gonna have to go into my really dark values though, I can't forget that this time. Hold on, let me... this part... See how that already works as a little bit of shading? Once we add the colors in, that could already potentially also act as shading, depending on how our gradient will end up looking. Actually, hold on, let me just... There's some big blockouts already. Some big shadow blockouts are never a bad thing. And it's gonna make a part easier on me. Thank you for another hydrate. Appreciate ya. Ah, thanks for snack time. Hold on. I left my Doritos on the other table. There we go. Anyways, back to doing quick shadows for Mathilda. Honestly, painting her is going to be a lot of fun. The scales are going to be a lot of work, but it's going to be a lot of fun. My little dinosaur. My little raw dinosaur. Guys, I like Mathilda a decent bit already, can you guys tell? All I needed to do was make myself have carpal tunnel by drawing a bajillion skills, but it made me like Mathilda. just already doing that tiny bit of scalage, which I am going to be lazy and apply a contrast filter over this here in a bit to help with that contrast just a little bit. And from there we gradient map it. Right now we're doing very roughs anyways. Thank you for another hide, right? You guys are not active in the chat at all, but you are definitely active on the redeems today. Also, for those noticing, yes, I'm random splotching it here with some of the skills. It's called I'm fucking lazy. But Mathilda's already looking so much better with just some darks near. This isn't even the darkest my palette is gonna go yet. Like, I still have more dark colors that I want to introduce into the piece. These are just like my mid-darks. I think that's the best way I can say it. So fill out this area a little bit more. What this is gonna do, by the way, what I'm doing now is create like color variation in the scales. Like it's partially working as shading, but also partially working as color variation. And also Mathilda's gonna be a lot smaller on the canvas and not as intimidating or imposing as Kevin is. I could still change that, actually. Like, I could very easily change that by just changing the canvas. I may actually do that now that I don't like look at Mathilda. I might actually do this. Upscale her a little bit more. There, now I don't have to worry about the leggies. The line art still looks nice and crisp. Yeah, having Matilda like this on the screen, in my opinion, already feels so much nicer. Big and imposing girly. Now this Matilda could eat 5 towns. Okay, time to bring in those real nice darks. Thanks for another hide, right? You're redeeming them the second the timer for them is up, aren't you? A little bit more darks there. My little dinosaur. I love my little dinosaur, guys. My little dino. Adding a bit of those highlights in. I'm gonna do even more individual highlights, but first I'm gonna do this eye. I want this eye to have all of the colors. Just straight up all of them. Also, usually I do all of this gradient painting and like value painting on one layer. But I'm not really feeling like doing that to myself. Look at her! Isn't she a good dinosaur? Y'all better pet that dog. Y'all better give Matilda good head pats. She's a good dog and she very well deserves it. She hasn't bitten off anyone's head today. Or yesterday, for that matter, just so you can give her head pats. Because she knows that if she bites people's heads off, she's not allowed head pats. We're just quickly adding highlight to a bunch of these skills. The key is not to do all of them, because then it's going to be too much. But I am definitely going to up the contrast on the entirety of Matilda. Because I don't have any real pure blacks or pure whites in here yet. And with a good, like, value painting, I should have that. Let's see. Let me first actually do this piece by the mouth. I hope Lily and her lurk is proud of me. I hope Lily is sitting there like, I'm proud of you, Will. I'm proud of you, lady. I don't know why I caught myself William Afton again. You know what? Maybe I should stop with the FNAF fanfics. Thank you for another snack time. You're doing this the second the timer's up. I don't know in chat who accidentally names themselves after a fictional character they like a few times in a conversation. I've called myself Kiana Catalana before. That's how bad it's gone. I may be undergoing some form of identity crisis. I can't even hum. My vocal cords are still too fried from being sick. She knows she is that bitch. Matilda knows she's that bitch. She's so stunning. I'm gonna follow the highlight for the most part with these shimmery skills like this. Thank you for another highlight. I really just am a Nintendo to all of you, aren't I? I'm a Nintendo, that's what I am. I'm one of those Tamagotchis you got at the store. Okay, I need to keep a grayscale of Matilda though after I'm done. I don't remember what Kevin's grayscale looks like. Hold on, let me compare Kevin's grayscale real quick. Without the extras. This is Kevin's grayscale. This is Matilda's grayscale. Actually, if I just tone down Matilda's line work a little. It does need to go a little bit darker still. Matilda's values are not that bad. They make Kevin's look worse, but Kevin gets a lot of extra shading. Like, Kevin got a lot of extra shading. They dare I say I've learned from Kevin. Anyone else, by the way, grave skill paint like this? Thank you for Corp Milo. Meow. Hi. Did you get your stream streak already, bud? I'm entering your way. Yippee. Let's fucking go. The fish is still under shift for about half an hour or so. Meanwhile, I am cutely grayscale painting Mathilda. Thank you for another hydrate. Milo, I'm gonna have to run to a fucking Hema in the morning. I forgot to print out the Kevins. I got really sleepy before stream. Partially because of the editing, and I forgot to do that today. Yeah, that's where I print out my prints. Hema photo printing. Like Hema, like photograph printing. I get my photos binted. Yeah, we're gonna print out Kevin. Kevin the Peacock. Fucking man. The quality is great, and honestly, if they still have the same still that they had yesterday, honestly, really cost effective as well. I mean, I'll be able to get 50 Kevins technically for 10 bucks. Thanks for snack time. I was ahead of you. I already grabbed a chip. But yeah, no, tomorrow mornings I gotta print out some Kevins still. And hopefully a few Matildas and other stuff as well. Thank you, Fox, for doing so many of Discord. I promise, there's not that many new people in chat that would still have to join the Discord. Everybody went well, nice. Hope it was all fun. As musical's cool, that is amazing. I'm glad to hear that. I'm gonna grab another chip, I'm fucking greedy. I'm showing biblical levels of greed again. Also hydrate. She a lizard? Yeah, this is Mathilda. So, I was originally trying to just make a regular dragon, but I realized that a regular dragon in my style would not work as the Mathilda that Kevin deserves as his queer bestie. Like, this is a better spicy lesbian than the dragon I originally drew. So, lo and behold, the new Mathilda. Still Kevin's tea bestie, they talk shit about everyone. Yeah, she's a lesbian. Like, Kevin is named after the fucking peacock that's like, Kevin, it's nighttime, not home time. But Mathilda has no origin. Mathilda just, like, originally for the team, with the school thing for Check Ready Kevin, I wanted to make a dual painting of, like, a phoenix and an ice dragon. And I was like, why would they be fighting when they can just be queer besties? Lesbian gay solidarity style. Of course, the Komodo dragon is a lesbian. Reminds me of Kevin from yeah. No, the name inspiration was definitely that one peacock video that shows up on my feed like literally every fucking day. And then Mathilda's name inspiration, well, her name just suddenly appeared in my brain. I was like, okay, well, the lesbian has decided. The lesbian dragon has decided what she wants her name to be. Now I just gotta do her justice drawing her, because, like, the original attempt at Mathilda, I'm willing to show it, I just don't like it. To the point I'm refusing to print out the first attempt at Mathilda. This is not a good Mathilda. Sorry, but she is not up to par with Kevin. Now this Mathilda is up to par with Kevin. I did have to trace a picture of a real Komodo dragon partially for this, but mostly for the shapes. It's because I just struggled copying over what I'd learned from just the shape tracing. So I grabbed that layer instead and just smushed it on this canvas. But yeah, no, Mathilda is a lesbian queen. Talks a lot of shit about people, but is actually a sweetheart. Potentially was a Latina at some points. Because of her attitude. And is of course besties with Kevin. Kevin is a homosexual, I mean, just look at him. Loves to talk shit about people with Mathilda, it's one of his favorite pastimes. Is a very sassy gay too, but is sassy in the way that drag queens are. Like, very specifically drag queen sass. First aid training? Oh! My scouting region is doing mass first aid training. That's good. I'm already snacking in between Fox, don't you worry. I'm gonna start adding all the layers together. Actually, hold on. I can make this a little bit better by putting it on a screen layer. Oh shit, my phone's dying. My phone's at 5%. I forgot to charge it all day. How's my power bank doing? My power bank's good enough. And I even have a... Wait, hold on. And if I have an official first aid license, I can find my work even more, as I have certifications proving it fucked up. What the hell did your thing do? What did they do? What happened? They don't have first aid or... Oh shit! They don't have that at all? That's not good. I don't think you need me to tell you how much of a health risk that is. Okay, so we're just gonna brightness contrast it. Let's not on the contrast, do that with the brightness? No. Hold on, maybe I should keep those off for now, then do this on a brightness and contrast filter. Oh yeah, that will go a little bit better. Actually, hold on. One more better way to go about this. Fuck. No, still not. Okay, I have to really play around with Mrs. Bernie the dinosaur. Full contrast fucking Mathilda looks like an ARG creature. Holy shit. Yeah, first aid is important. First aid kits, which I've checked, but incomplete, but yeah, nobody is transferred. Actually horrible. In the specific, it is a specifically first aid focused on scouting related situation, but those situations are for anything. Fair. Hold on, full... Oh my god, she looks like something from an ARG! Mathilda looks like something from a horror ARG. And that's just a coloring page, but... Max contrast, lowest brightness, makes Mathilda look like one of those horror ARG things. I still love you though, Queen. Edit a human face on her and make it buff? Nah. There's my lights. Let me make a few Mathildas, and then we're gonna go to my favorite plating, gradient maps. Hold on, let me a little bit more to the side. Now you guys won't be able to see the same thing that I can see, which is the gradation map menu. Thank you for the quirk. But you guys won't be able to see that. I can. And that's how we end up with a pretty funky dinosaur, but it also immediately shows me an issue. I can't seem to get to the lightest lights. So that means I gotta whitewash Matilda just a little bit more. Sorry, Queen, you're going in the laundry machine. I think I'm gonna make sure that tail is like the lightest it can be. Make that eye nice and dark again. Thank you for the hydrate. It's currently gray because of me doing grayscale painting. So I'm seeing about as much as you in terms of colors. Thank you for your time. No, it's currently entirely gray because we're doing grayscale painting. This is to determine the values of our lovely lizard mommy. I mean, what? To make sure she has good contrast. Yeah, hi Ava. Okay, let's see. Now gradation map. Okay, there's some areas now that have the widest whites. Okay. Put her off to the side so I can have menu. Now we're gonna see some pretty funky versions of Mathilda. Including whatever the fuck's going on here. Hold on, let me zoom in on her a little bit more. Not too much, because I need to be able to see her under the menu. Look guys, we created Barney the dinosaur. Now it's just black. We have got this monstrosity, we can turn her pastel. Fun fact, this is one of the ones I used for Kevin. There's one more color gradient that I used for Kevin, which is, let me find it. This one, and I combined the two. Barney. Yeah. But I could theoretically reuse this and then hue it to the right color. But I want to look at the beauty that is Matilda. I want to see what she can rock. That's just pure white. This looks pretty cool too. Yeah. This one could be interesting, but it's too purple. So if I invert it... She looks so cool inverted. No! Did not mean to select that one. That one's the pastel one. Now we just have a green buddy. I'm green enough. Kevin's background color. One of the other things I used in drawing Kevin. Whoa, this looks kind of really cool though, doesn't it? Chat, how do we feel about this gradient map? How do we feel about the subtle hints of red? Looks interesting. Okay, we're keeping this in mind. Oh no, she became trans. I just don't know what way. Not sure I like it. Interesting or uninteresting. I think a mix of both. Oh, everything works so well with this color palette in my opinion. Heat map! Heat map! Hold on. Heat map fucking Mathilda. Trans Komodo? Hold on, let me put it on the Trans Komodo for y'all. Thank you. Red middle is very accurate. It is. This one's a low contrast one. I don't like that one too much. I feel like this with different colors could work. But I want to look through all of them. This is just accurate Komodo dragon color. This one could also be a good one for eyes. Low contrast does feel accurate to dragon, but not silly. Yeah. I like the contrast and the coloration of this. If I combine this with the other one, that's more accurate, then I could potentially get something nice. Although the girly is silly in herself. Yeah. Hold on. I duplicated the layers for a specific reason. That one. Overlay will work better, I think. No, she has those faint blues in there. How do we feel about this? Alternatively, I could do a color layer. But then she becomes very muddied. The full overlay is kind of funny though. Hide right time? Okay. Gray versus light gray, true. Okay, this plan might take so much time. What are you doing, pal? Yeah, ma'am. Well, I'm gonna play around with the setting, I think. I think towards the higher end's gonna look nice. Oh, I got a fucking DM from Tim who is looking at the manga for Witch Hat Atelier. You managed to actually get one of the volumes, hell yeah. You'll see eventually, okay, good luck. I mean, told that if someone has to be helped by medics, I'm not allowed to make them drink Wawa. Oh. Okay, time to absolutely color max the fuck out of Matilda. Where's my 50,000 different noise-related brushes? Matilda, you're gonna be a colorful queen. Absolute color blast queen. Look at her! She's glowing! So that's the skills on blue. I'm gonna pull out a purple, like lilac-ish one. Come on, there we go. That will stand out on those nice highlights. Screen? Screen. Look at this, chat. I'm doing the magics. We're doing the magic that is creating noise and everything in here. And creating texture. But that's not all! I'm gonna grab a yellow. We're gonna go to one of my other brushes for this. This may seem counterintuitive, but trust me, chat. Trust me. Do we see the texture that gets added with this? Do we see the texture? Do we see the layers of texture? Do we see them? Specifically sedimentary rock. I mean, Matilda is a bit of a cool rock, so like... I know, she can be that type of cool rock. Well, we're not done yet, because we're gonna go again to purple, darker purple. Where is... right one? There it is. Multiply layer, purple. Absolute slush for that shit. Further bring out that shading. Look at her, look at the texture! The texture, the noise, the crunchiness. Oh, fucking love texture, chat. I love texture so much. Now to find a background that suits her. No, I feel good about this one, potentially. Never mind, I don't feel good about this one anymore. I need a simpler one. Kevin's was nice and simple too. Like, Kevin's was this one. Right. Idea. Well covered him. Thank you for the hide right. I'll do that here in a sec. No, still not feeling it. Let's try this one. Too bright. No, way too bright. I have to go make a fire hot enough that it burns. We don't burn out. Oh. Good luck. I'll try to enjoy my stream. You be careful with yourself now. Okay, so we can start with this as a base, because I like the value spread of this. So what we now have to do is, grab color. Which brush shall I use? Which brush? I think I want to use this thing. No, never mind. Oh, maybe... No. Yeah! That's the one. That's the one we're using for this. I'm gonna put that at a lower opacity just so we can layer all of this shit together. And yes, that's right, chat. I am roughening up the gradients. I like textured gradients. I'm the only one among these creatures, and the only one that doesn't require worrying over. I know. I'm just already glad you're there to help right now, because, yeah, I was getting pretty worried. I'll do a pure blue. See, that's already base of the gradient done. Now, Matilda's got a bit of a rougher background. More ways than one than, Kev. But now, what I'm gonna do is basically play with the colors of this. Hue filter. I need to have something with a nice contrast to Matilda. That might actually work really well for her. Nice contrast from the background, colorized. I think that's pretty good. Let me merge all of Matilda down. In time for probably the worst thing ever. For like 5 seconds. No, wait, wrong layer, fuck. There, look at her now. And then we'll do some darker parts. Here and there. Like darker scales towards like the actual dark areas so you can still somewhat see the scales. We are coming close to 3 hours though. Like literally less than a minute away from the 3-hour mark. So we are gonna look towards finishing off Matilda. And we're first gonna do a cute little Gaussian blur. So that girlie is positively glowing. I'm gonna put that on a screen layer so it's actually hold on. The overlay looks pretty darn good too. Now I'm gonna do my favorite thing. It's called maximalism. There's the hard crayon. And there's the hard crayon. Maximalism time, baby! I just went to random stuff. I got TwitchCon and fun random stamp sticker you handed me out of nowhere. Yes! Hi! Welcome on in! Welcome on in! No, ad break is starting soon. I'm so sorry, but yes, I handed you a sticker lately. I handed so many people stickers last weekend. It's insane. We're currently working on some art. How was your TwitchCon? How are you doing? Welcome on in, by the way. Welcome on in! By the way, usually I do sound a bit different, but I'm still slightly sick, so my voice hasn't fully recovered yet. Yes, Milo, that stamp. Yes, that one. I like how that one's such a hit in my community, and like everyone out of it is probably like, huh? What is this thing? Yeah. The stamp stickers. I only have one version, Milo. Anyways, we're currently doing the maximalism rings on Matilda. And there are the ads. I have a completely crashed, having to go straight back to work. Ooh. You know, fair. Me with my classes, to be honest. I'm so glad they were all online this week. Super duper glad they were all online class. Would have wrecked me to go to school. For those, by the way, not in the know, I am a college student who studies art. I'm an art student. I'm one of those. Yeah, post-con depression is real though. Oh no, my voice is still too wrecked at home, goddammit. I figured that out earlier this stream. By the way, fun fact, chat, this like title of background that I'm doing right now is heavily inspired by fucking Mia and me. And by heavily inspired, I genuinely mean heavily fucking inspired. There's a certain hint of maximalism to it that I really like. A bit smaller and have a thinner ring be that big. And then a thicker ring there. Thicker ring. Oh, I know, I didn't finish that one off. Hold on, let me fix that a little. Real nice thin one, and then a thin one there, and a thin one there. Thin center ring. Next one can go... Actually, down here should be good. Let's grab another nice and darker color. Actually, no, I'm gonna grab the darkest color on the canvas with the background stuff. I can't wait for the ads to be over for people. I wish that you guys could still like sub and whatevs without ads on, but sadly to be monetized you have to have ads on. So I got delayed by 10 minutes for no reason. I am so sorry. It happens a decent bit. I know it seems to be 6. Okay. Yeah, on the signs they often only display like 10, like 5, 10, that type of stuff. Also, welcome back from the ads, everyone. Welcometh back. You guys didn't miss too much important shit, just me bitching about the ads, realizing that indeed I too was dreading the return from TwitchCon and going to class only to then find out we had online class, and yeah, that's it. You got called Scuff Queen? Why? What happened, Val? Why did you get called Scuff Queen? Thanks for hideaway. Yeah, online was a lot more chill. The only reason we were online is because they had to manage a little event at my school, like an art-related event, with 3 different years of the study, which would have otherwise been a nightmare to plan out with the classrooms and teachers involved, so they just opt to do that stuff online. They really went well, online's easier with this one, and we don't want to get a migraine, so... Yeah, that's the peacock. That is me, I am the peacock. I drew the peacock for that as well, babe. New person has yet to meet Kevin. Hold on. Let me show you Kevin! I'm watching the fire now so I can sit back and watch again. Have fun with watching the fire. Anyways, this is Kevin. This is Kevin, my boy. My absolute rotten soldier. Drew him for school. And so we're currently working on Mathilda to try and match her with Kevin. Peacock Censorship Corp. No! Why do you guys do that? Why do you censor me? Why do you guys like to censor me? It's so rude and evil and mean and rude. Not really. There's worse things you guys have done. There, a lighter shade. Honestly, even though Mathilda does not have the same sort of vibe as Kevin, I think she still has her own glory. There we go. Thank you for another hydrate. That means I really quickly have to BRB. I ran out of water. Give me a moment, chat. Hold on. I'll leave us on this screen so you guys can look at Mathilda. I'll be right back. Guys, I got my water. I left my mic open so I could yell from the stairway. Did you guys hear that? I got my water. I was told to call you a pretty princess, my love bear. My plan, all I'm saying. What are you doing? You're up to so many things. I just ran up the stairs a little. Who do I need to blame for this? I think Immy. I think Immy is to blame. Knowing what Immy's been calling you. They've been calling you very precious, for one. Which I do agree with. Yeah, we have Amara to blame for the pretty princess stuff. Immy. Yes, Immy. Thank you for the hydrate. I wouldn't be surprised if it was sent either. You know, fair. Also, I do want to ask, Koi A, I believe that's what your username is. Did you have a decent weekend and week, like afterwards specifically? Because you did mention it was pretty exhausting to go back to work, so I want to make sure that you're okay. Singing is getting her Jesus. Do I even want to know what happened there? Yeah, I think that's good for Mathilda's. And then I remember putting them lower for Kevin. And I think that works pretty well for Mathilda too. There's still so much I'm gonna have to do, including like color speckling. Which is basically just me putting this higher, grabbing a few random colors like this. I promise this is gonna look coherent later. Because we are not gonna do that, and then I'll grab blue. And Chernamar said, I'm sick of this shit, and I took the send you, but Jesus! Everything on fine? Yeah, I just had another trip to Manchester a few days before our flight being cancelled, so it's simply been a lot of travel and crashing out over EasyJet being terrible. That's so fair. I have no experience flying, but from what I've heard, it's an absolute nightmare. I hope they can figure everything out, and I hope you get a bit of rest. Because it does sound like an absolute shit show. And I think that's very rude. Yeah, we're gonna do some green speckling, and then on this side a bit of yellow speckling. Thank you for another hydrate. You guys are surely making, you know, very sure that I stay hydrated. I've managed to claw back some money from them, but not as much as I could, so they will be hearing from me. Good. Complain about that shit. Also, I forgot. Are you a streamer too? Let me just actually give it a fucking follow regardless. I don't know if you're a streamer or not, but take the follow. All you really have to do nowadays to get a follow from me is like come in here and tell me it came from TwitchCon. It's so easy now. So easy now. Anyways, we go back to Mathilda. What am I gonna do special for your background? I could do the snowflakes. And if I put this even bigger, because Mathilda is supposed to be the cold tail to fucking Kevin's hot, so. I'm not a streamer now, I barely watch Twitch live, really mainly just watch VODs on YouTube. Oh, so fair. Oh, thank you for joining the vlog. Welcome on in, welcome on in. Welcome to the vlog. TwitchCon is just a very good excuse to hang out with all the online friends. Oh, that is so fair. I hope it was a good hangout session. Of people who watch VODs, not many people do that. For real! Like, barely anyone watches my VODs, which I get. Watching VODs is like its own challenge in its own way. Like, live you can at least interact with the streamer, right? But watching a VOD, yeah, that's already there, so there's not much interaction, so it can become a very easy thing of, like, it's just jarring as fuck for a couple of hours. Which comes perfect for plotting. What are you scheming? You watch them while editing? I can't watch anything while editing. I have to be focused on my editing or else it goes wrong. Please give me what you're having. Is that my neighbor or is that a fish? That's my neighbor. Hold on. I'm gonna close the window before my neighbors. Not audible. There we go. I hope they're not gonna be too audible because there's people outside their door. And that door is right below my window. Mara doesn't like having even a single second to let her mind think. I mean, fair, but also worrisome. Let's see, what do I feel like using next? Of all my brushes, I think I'm gonna commit to soft crayon. The Twitch streams I do watch live are usually just smaller streamers or for drops. I mean, I have my own custom drop active right now. It's the TwitchCon badges that I have. Which, if you want to see the art of that... Link in there, cute. Will do. Fish is going to station to wake me up with Fish Mom. Got it. There. So, this is the free badge that's dropping right now. And it reminds me there's a Twitch drop now from Minecraft. It's literally a TwitchCon cape, but upside down. Yeah, I already have it. I already have it. But, this is the free watch time version that you can get right now, and then we have the one that you get by giving a singular sub, which, in case you don't know, you are forced to have subs like active for these drops, which is a bit sad. Like, I would rather just have a fully free drop, but that's not possible. So you see moose? Yes, there's a lot of cows around here. It's a cow farm! You're gonna find cows outside! Okay, I do feel like she feels nice and chilly now with that around it. I didn't even know that was a thing. They did that very recently, where it's like, it's a badge that's only in the creators, you know, that specific streamer chat. You have to have a paid version. Like, basically, the forced version is always gift sub, and then watch time free is optional. Sounds like 1 or 2 weeks before TwitchCon, yeah. Luckily, I'm a very fast artist. I made mine in like a day. So they've been sitting, waiting. I also already have things ready for my 2-year affiliate anniversary. For all of that stuff. Thank you for the lurk, Lily. So yeah, we have got a decent bit of stuff ready. Oh, for my affiliate anniversary, I'm trying to plot and scheme another thing, but not sure how much time I'm going to be having for that, because we are about a month away from that, and a month is not a lot of time to scheme a lot of shit. I still have to set up quite a decent amount of collabs, too. Some halos, and then thick part of the halo. I like giving my creatures these little halos around their heads to really draw in focus as well. And like for Mathilda, it makes her also just pop out a little bit more. Oh yeah, planning. Love that. Yeah. I'm not fully ready for it yet, I'll be honest. Thank you for the hydrate again. Again, you guys are making so sure that I keep well fed and well hydrated today. Also, I realized Mathilda has a lot of one color, so I'm gonna add some color diversity to her. I'm gonna add some color diversity. And I'll be doing it in a very nice way, in my opinion. It's called a color layer. And then we start making it a bit splotchy. We'll have some blues that we add in. And now she's starting to get fancy. Now she's starting to get fancy with the chat. You're small, you must be watered to grow. I'm small? I'm not small. I'm big. I'm not small. Who told you I was small? I'm not small. I'm not tiny. I'm not a tiny itty bitty. That's what the fish is. That's what the fish is. You're tiny now. Oh, you little guys, sir. You feel like under an hour? Screw you! That's what you both are. No! No! I saw it happen! I'm not gonna get censored again. Whoa, 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 there was still snack time left over? Okay, hold on, let me give another Dorito. We are really pushing how long I can stream though, so... I wanna get some pink in. Look at the absolute majesty that is Mathilda. She's a bisexual flag. Need the snacks are going. Oh, shut it. Oh, this is a new first class. Nice. I maxed it out for your account. I got rid of that at home. Ah, okay, okay. I think I'm gonna draw some extra visual interest to Mathilda's face by having a gradient on her head. No, that's too green. No, it could work decently well. Now Mathilda has some visual interest towards our head. And I was off to bite the fish. Don't bite my fish! See you in a bit. Bye-bye. See you in a bit. But now her face has got some proper visual interest to it. Ah, I'm dying. Next thing I need to add is a fake out vignette. So I need to grab that ruler pen thing again. This one. Do a bit of that. Do a bit of erasing here and there. And then have a lighter equivalent of that at the bottom. On overlay. Oh no, screen. I like screen. That makes it also look like there's some snow fog. So I think we're gonna leave Mathilda at this. She's not nearly as majestic as Kevin. Kevin is definitely the better of the two. But I'm happy with Mathilda now. A lot happier than I was before. I just think that I have, like, Fuck, what's the word? Bird favoritism. I think I have bird favoritism. I mean, I'm a bird, Kevin is a bird. I think that counts as bird favoritism. I should grab that color layer and slap it over here as well. Yeah, that makes those skills even nicer. Looks great, yeah. Oh no. Oh, and there's one last thing I could do to up the visual intrigue even more. And that's give her contrasting eyes. So let me do that before I sign the artwork and end off stream. There. Nice contrasting eye, that brings her face up to there as well. Actually, no, I could even do better. Some orange and some gold in here. Now her eyes really also grab your attention. And that's why I was standing at the side of the boxes. Why? Anyways, I'm gonna add my signature and then we're gonna end off stream because I do have to go. The fish and the foxo will be here soonish. So he is not nearly as good as Kevin. Or she. Sorry, misgendered Mathilda. But while she's not nearly as good as Kevin, I think I can say I like this version of Mathilda more than I like the other version of Mathilda. Let me put her in the right folder. And let me name her a bit differently. That's first the PSD version. And we're gonna save her as a PNG. There we go. And that's Mathilda. I'm gonna grab us to this screen. I know it always feels like we're doing an abrupt ending when I have to do this, but I swear I just don't have enough time to keep going. I have to stop, even though I could probably work on Mathilda for another 5 days. Let me grab our ending stream music real quick. Come on. Load. There we go. Anyways, I hope we all had a good time drawing together. I'm pretty happy with what we did today. For once. But we're gonna look at whose life to raid. Now remember, no matter who we go into, raiding is always optional, never an obligation. So let's see who is life to raid. You're doing a lot today. Remember to take care of yourself. Let's see. There's a few people on my raid list. I want to see if any of those are live before I settle on anyone. I don't see anyone from my usual raid list live, so we're going to go into Donut. A lovely person I met at TwitchCon. I want to support Donut a little bit today. So yeah, we're going to go into Donuts. Remember, raiding is always optional, never an obligation. But if you are going into that raid, make sure to bring some good old drinks and food to keep yourself well hydrated and well fed. We don't want any dehydrated or starving corpse now, do we? Anyways, if you are not going into the raid, make sure to rest up. I'll be doing that a tiny bit as well before my fish gets home with a foxo. And other than that, please make sure to take care of yourselves and have fun with Donuts. Make sure to have a good rest of your day, night, afternoon, evening, or whatever other time it may currently be for you. And I'll see you all likely on Monday. No stream tomorrow. Again, I have a market. I'm gonna be vending. So yeah. Yeah, see ya. Bye everyone in advance. But yeah, have fun with Donuts. I'll hopefully see you on Monday. If I don't appear Monday, just know Wednesday is a guaranteed stream. And with that, I'm gonna send you all off. Goodbye! I forgot to say it again, but don't forget that raid message!